New video format announcement. Let me start off by saying I'm relatively new to social media, and this has been quite a learning experience. I certainly appreciate what social media is capable of, and I appreciate the fact I have a place to upload my thoughts to the world, but I have found some serious issues that need to be remedied before I can justify putting much more effort into my videos. I know it's disappointing, and if you're just as irritated as I am, I recommend that you all file a complaint to YouTube and any other social media corporation about all of their regulations impeding our freedom of expression. The fact is that it's too dangerous for me to speak freely and do my collage art videos. There are too many arbitrary rules of which simple-minded butthurt children can report me for and get my channel taken down. So if I'm just gonna get banned, aka my constitutional right for freedom of speech and expression trampled all over, then I really don't see the point in putting that much effort into these videos. More than likely you'd be surprised to find out just how much effort and how long it takes me to make one of these videos. Anyway, I will not be silenced either. I will continue to make material and ignore their authoritarian bullshit rules. In the event that I am banned, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing at a different channel and at different websites until eventually I get my own website, and that's when the fun will really begin. Until then, we must prevent the censorship of free-thinking intellectuals like myself and any other nonconformists. The way I'm going to circumvent all of this bullshit is by making an account that I never use, except to tell you fine folks the profile that I'm continuing to upload at, so you can add that, and we can keep the party going. I will add links in the description below for alternative social media profiles that you can add in order to keep this party going. And here's what you can do to help even further if you want. Use YouTube Downloader to download all of my content for your private collection. And if, or should I say, when I am inevitably banned, and only if I get banned, mind you, in that event, I request that you upload all of my material to a duplicate channel and promote the fuck out of it to spite them for trying to silence the truth and trying to control us. Totally cool if you want to monetize when you do that too. Mi casa su casa. The only way we can beat them is if we stay ahead of the game. A warning about the YouTube Downloader though. After you download it, it will ask you to install it. You want to say yes to the install, but then be ready to decline several offers of bloatware. YouTube Downloader is free and it's a decent program, but you don't want to accidentally install the bloatware that they offer along the way. So again, that's install and then decline, 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 decline. Just looking out for you. Even just downloading my material is a pretty good idea. I mean, we wouldn't just make one library in the world, would we? We wouldn't just make one copy of a book, would we? And one more thing about YouTube Downloader, the cherry on top, if you will. You can use it to convert video files to MP3 files. YouTube Downloader is intuitive, easy to use software. Okay, so here's some of my alternative social media profiles that you can add. And I plan to make one for all of the social media platforms so that you guys don't have to make new profiles if you don't want to. And once I do that, I will update those links in the comments below. But I could get banned tomorrow, so I recommend you at the very least add Iron Curtain Mouth at Google+. I figure that's not asking too much, is it? I mean, most of you have a Google Plus profile anyway, and if you don't, you've already got Gmail, obviously, so might as well have Google Plus too, which, despite its room for abuse of its authoritarian bullshit, Google Plus is a really decent social media platform. Very functional. It would also be a good idea to add either my Minds.com or my TSU accounts, or subscribe to my channel at beforeitsnews.com. You never know when Google and YouTube will wise up and just ban every account that I've ever made on their platforms. Either ban my IP or the phone number I use for the YouTube channels, or who knows. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but everything I've seen, these are legitimate fears, not paranoia. So some of these social media platforms you may not have heard of, but I promise you that's going to change. Beforeitsnews.com actually advertises that the people that get banned from YouTube end up there. They are far more lenient, but still a little bit authoritarian, and time will tell as to how much they will enforce those rules. At any rate, I like the cut of their jib a little bit better than these more mainstream social media platforms. Before It's News is a bit new, and so it's got some bugs to iron out, but it's still a decent alternative. Then there's TSU, which is like Facebook and Google+, but it pays us for the traffic we produce. It splits 90% of its advertising revenue with its users based on who's producing what traffic. And even cooler is that it's invite only, and anybody that you invite, and anybody that they invite, and anybody that they invite, and so on, will earn you revenue. You can also make a community that is separate from your profile, and any revenue produced from that community can automatically be donated to your favorite charity. It's very much social media for the people. They also have an app for our phones that allows us to post and reply to each other in real time. Here is your invite URL or invite code that you will need to become a member of that social media platform. Minds.com is relatively new, but very cool, and I'd expect some very interesting things to happen with it. You are able to upload your pictures and your videos to your profile there, and they have a kind of in-game currency that you earn or pay for with real money. And you can use that currency to pay their platform to make sure people see your material. Like, pay 1,000 credits to make sure that your content got viewed 1,000 times. It sticks at the top of people's threads until it meets that requirement. Then you earn the in-game credits by people thumbing up your posts and other things like that. It kind of reminds me of a role-playing game mixed with social media. I am Metaphysical Axiom at Minds.com. As long as these fine folks at Minds.com don't become authoritarian fascists, they will replace YouTube and Facebook. I have high hopes for Minds.com. For any of you gamers out there, I broadcast on Twitch currently under the Twitch profile name Iron Curtainmouth, like the Google Plus profile I shared with you. I'm also Iron Curtainmouth on Xbox Live. On the broadcast, I have interesting conversations with people, and I do a bit of live comedy and improv guitar, philosophical conversations, politics, religion, the conversation of everything. And I broadcast several times a week, typically. Feel free to watch and participate in the conversation under the broadcast. And if you play the same games as me, feel free to hop in and play. And I'm likely going to get banned from Twitch as well, just saying. On a positive note, I'm going to be putting a little bit less effort into making each one of my videos. I'm not going to be using art, memes, GIFs, or video clips, and therefore I will actually be producing more videos for you. There is almost no end to my thoughts, and I have so many videos planned that this is just going to increase the speed at which you acquire my material. Additionally, I have auditory celebrations for my improv guitar that I would like to do some more work on. I have the World Sculpting channel, which is going to be dedicated to all of my geopolitical strategies to fix our society and promote the nonprofit organization that will be the flagship for manifesting these changes that I really need to get going on. I recently made a channel called Thought Revolution. Thought Revolution is going to be my thoughts in bite-sized pieces, and sometimes I'll be uploading on the fly from my phone as I'm out in the world. Basically, I have far too much to do and too little time to do it in. I do plan to get my own website one day, and when that happens, I'll be putting a lot more effort into making videos. I will likely put a team together. Someday, I would like to make documentaries. In the unlikely event or unhappening that this channel does not get banned, then I will likely remake videos that I didn't put as much effort into as I wanted to some point in the future. I also plan on doing a podcast channel and a gaming channel, so stay tuned for updates and be prepared for torrential downpours of content in multiple places. Okay, thank you so much for joining the Thought Revolution and supporting real shit. Have a good one, people.